Welcome back for another New Orleans Saints matchup. The Madden franchise mode of the New Orleans Saints takes on the Los Angeles Rams in a Thursday night primetime matchup. The Saints would like to win this so they can be one game closer to secure home field advantage and a first-round bye in the playoffs, but the Panthers are right behind him looking to gain ground. So can the Saints win a tough game on the road? They have struggled some early in games on the road. Will that continue to be a factor? Can we expect the NFL's sack leader to add to his impressive rookie season? How about rookie corner Willie Robinson? Can we see more pass breaks up with him, or maybe another punt return for a touchdown? Can David Woods protect the football and not throwing damning interceptions in crucial times such as he has on the road several times this season? We shall see. Let's get into the game after this brief message.
Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Woods Sports Gaming, your ultimate destination for the best in sports gaming content. From Madden, NHL, and FC to WWE 2000, NBA 2000, and MLB The Show, we've got it all covered. Whether you're into epic matchups, career mode, or just looking for some fun and entertaining gameplay, you're in the right place.
New Orleans Saints.
Copyright disclaimer. Before we dive into the action, just a quick note, I do not own any of the content featured in these videos. All game footage is owned by their respective creators and developers, including EA Sports for Madden, NHL, and FC, WWE 2000 by 2000 Sports, NBA 2000 by Visual Concepts, and MLB The Show by San Diego Studio. These videos are made for entertainment purposes only, and full credit goes to the game developers for their amazing work.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Also, a reminder that some of the players in these games are created by me for fun. For example, a player like Don Trump is purely fictional and not affiliated with the real Donald Trump. This is simply an honor and narrative we're building for entertainment.
They're hot as can be, winners of 8 of their last 9
If you enjoy what you
games.
see, don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload. Drop a comment below and let me know what games or matchups you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and let's get into the game.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Olave holds it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 25 carries, 117 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On second down, here's Stafford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down at Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. 23 yards to pick up there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Stafford looks to throw again. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyron Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is third and quite a ways. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And take it right on the... Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got... And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Lou Hedley now. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Second and a couple. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, it's Williams. Taken down at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running right, this is Evans. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. To move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? Punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
LA set to take over again on offense. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you grab the face mask, and that's just put your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down and 5. They'll run it again with Miller. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Saints, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Rams,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games.
Dancing on the sand, waves crash at our feet. Heat on us.